Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Today, we're talking about a new kind of gold rush. But forget picks and shovels. This rush is for land that doesn't physically exist. We're diving into the digital land rush, a new frontier where parcels of a virtual universe are being bought for millions of dollars. A single plot of digital land in the game Axie Infinity sold for $2.3 million. A virtual real estate developer spent over $4 million on property in the Sandbox metaverse. Some analysts predict this digital world could become a trillion-dollar business. So what exactly is this digital real estate? What gives pixels and code such incredible value? And as we race into this new territory, what can we learn from the land rushes of the past to avoid the pitfalls and seize the opportunities? Let's explore the intersection of economics and technology in the new digital frontier. History doesn't repeat, but it certainly rhymes. The frenzied dash for digital land today mirrors several key moments from our past, and they offer powerful lessons. Think of the California gold rush in the mid-1800s. The discovery of gold sparked a massive migration of prospectors, the 49ers, all dreaming of striking it rich. Today, crypto enthusiasts and investors are the new 49ers, flocking to the metaverse in search of digital gold. Bitcoin itself, with its limited supply, is often compared to the precious metal. This mindset has expanded to other digital assets, including the very land being sold in these virtual worlds. The gold rush also triggered huge infrastructure development, railroads, towns, and supply chains. Similarly, the digital land rush is fueling the creation of blockchain platforms, virtual reality tech, and NFT marketplaces. But here's the crucial lesson from the gold rush. The biggest and most lasting fortunes weren't made by the miners who found gold, but by the people who sold them the picks and shovels. This suggests that the long-term value in the metaverse might not just be in owning the land, but in building the tools, platforms, and services that the entire ecosystem needs to function. Then there's the Oklahoma land rush of 1889. The government opened up vast territories for settlement on a first-come, first-served basis. Thousands of settlers literally raced to stake their claim on the best plots. This is a perfect metaphor for the speed and intensity we see in the metaverse, as investors scramble for prime virtual real estate in what they hope will be high-traffic areas. This rush even had its own version of insiders, the Sooners, who snuck in early to grab the best land. In the digital world, early adopters and those with inside knowledge often gain a similar advantage, buying up valuable assets before they hit the mainstream. However, the Oklahoma rush was also chaotic, leading to disputes and inefficiency. It raises a critical question for today. How do we ensure the allocation of digital land is fair and transparent? Finally, let's look at a more recent parallel, the dot-com bubble of the late 90s. This was an era of wild speculation. Investors poured billions into internet companies with questionable business models, driven by a fear of missing out or FOMO. When the bubble burst, many fortunes were wiped out. The digital land market shares this speculative DNA. Hype has driven some prices to astronomical levels, leading to fears of a digital land bubble. But the dot-com era also gave us giants, like Amazon and Google. It teaches us that while speculation is rampant, genuine, world-changing innovation can emerge from the chaos. The challenge for any digital pioneer is to separate the hype from the real, sustainable projects. This digital frontier isn't just an idea. It's built on a foundation of powerful technologies that are changing our concepts of ownership and value. At the very core is blockchain. Think of it as a universal, unchangeable, and completely transparent digital record book. Instead of a government land registry, all transactions are recorded on this decentralized ledger, visible to everyone. When you buy virtual land, the transaction is permanently etched into the blockchain, creating an unbreakable proof of ownership. Its decentralized nature means there's no single point of failure for hackers to attack, making the system incredibly secure and trustworthy. But how do you prove you own a specific piece of this digital world? That's where non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, come in. Unlike a dollar or a Bitcoin, which are fungible and interchangeable, an NFT is a unique, one-of-a-kind digital token. It acts as the digital deed to your virtual property. When you buy a plot of land in, say, Decentraland, you receive a unique NFT that represents your ownership of that specific plot. This NFT lives in your digital wallet, and you can sell it or trade it on an open marketplace, transferring ownership with just a few clicks. This system is automated by something called smart contracts. These are self-executing contracts where the terms of the agreement are written directly into code on the blockchain. For example, a smart contract can be programmed to automatically transfer the land NFT to a buyer's wallet the instant it receives payment. This can remove the need for intermediaries like lawyers or real estate agents, making transactions faster, cheaper, and more transparent. This technological stack enables what's known as the creator economy. The metaverse isn't just for consuming content, it's for creating it. Platforms like the Sandbox provide user-friendly tools that allow anyone to design their own games, experiences, or digital items and sell them as NFTs. This creates a powerful incentive to own and develop virtual land. It becomes your stage to build, create, and monetize your imagination, empowering a new generation of digital entrepreneurs. However, a major hurdle remains: interoperability. Right now, most metaverse platforms are walled gardens. An avatar or an asset you own in one world can't be moved to another. It's like buying a couch from one furniture store, but not being allowed to use it in a house built by a different company. Achieving interoperability, where assets and identities can move freely between virtual worlds, is crucial for the metaverse to reach its full potential. It would create a more open, competitive, and user-centric internet, where your digital identity and your digital property are truly your own. The value of this intangible land is driven by a fascinating mix of economic principles, some old, some new. The most important one is digital scarcity. In the real world, land is valuable because it's finite. You can't just create more of it. In the digital world, anything can be copied infinitely. So how do you create value? Metaverse platforms solve this by using blockchain and NFTs to create artificial scarcity. They issue a fixed number of land plots for a given virtual world. By limiting the supply and tying each plot to a unique NFT, they create scarcity, which in turn drives demand and price. It's similar to how the art market works, where a painting's value is tied to its rarity and authenticity. Of course, this has led to criticism that this scarcity is purely an artificial construct designed to enrich early investors. The second major driver is speculation. A huge portion of the market consists of people buying digital land not to build on it, but simply because they believe its value will increase, allowing them to sell it for a profit later. This speculative frenzy is responsible for the market's extreme volatility, where prices can swing dramatically. But long-term value can't be sustained by speculation alone. That's where network effects come in. A network effect is the idea that a service becomes more valuable as more people use it. Think about social media. A platform with 1 billion users is far more valuable than one with 1,000. The same applies to the metaverse. A virtual storefront or event space on a platform with millions of active users is exponentially more valuable because the potential for interaction and commerce is so much greater. This creates a powerful feedback loop where popular platforms get more popular, making it tough for new ones to compete. Ultimately, the enduring value of digital land will depend on its utility. What can you actually do with it? Beyond speculation, a growing number of tangible use cases are emerging. Brands are building virtual storefronts. Nike created Nikeland on Roblox, and Samsung built a replica of its New York flagship store in Decentraland. These aren't just gimmicks. They are new, immersive ways to engage with customers. Virtual land is also being used for event venues. Ariana Grande held a concert in Fortnite, attended by millions. Virtual fashion weeks and art exhibitions are becoming common in platforms like Decentraland. These events can reach a global audience and be monetized through tickets, sponsorships, and virtual merchandise. The land also serves as social hubs, virtual cafes, clubs, and community centers where people can connect. And in the world of blockchain gaming, it's a core component. In a game like Axie Infinity, owning land allows players to gather resources, craft items, and battle, giving them a real, tangible stake in the game's economy. Finally, it's becoming prime real estate for advertising, where brands can place immersive, interactive ads in high-traffic virtual areas. A handful of major platforms are currently shaping this digital frontier. Decentraland is one of the oldest, a virtual world built on the Ethereum blockchain, with a strong focus on decentralized governance, meaning its users vote on the platform's future. The Sandbox, also on Ethereum, is more focused on gaming and user-generated content, often described as a blockchain version of Minecraft or Roblox. It has attracted huge names like Adidas, Snoop Dogg, and Paris Hilton. CryptoVoxels has carved out a niche with its distinctive voxel art style, becoming a hub for digital art galleries and the culture surrounding them. Somnium Space is focused on creating immersive virtual reality experiences, while Axie Infinity, primarily a play-to-earn game, has a massive land component where plots in its world of Lunatia are essential for gameplay and earning. Despite the excitement and billion-dollar valuations, the digital frontier is filled with peril. Anyone venturing in needs to be aware of the significant risks. The market is incredibly volatile. After the initial hype, prices for virtual land in major metaverses crashed by as much as 85%. This is partly due to the market's speculative nature and its link to the equally volatile cryptocurrency markets. This has led many to warn of a digital land bubble that has already begun to pop. The very concept of artificial scarcity is also a major point of criticism. Unlike physical land, there is technically no limit to the amount of virtual land that can be created. A company could, in theory, just decide to issue more, potentially diluting the value for existing owners. This raises long-term questions about whether these assets can truly hold value like their real-world counterparts. Then there are the legal challenges. The framework for digital property rights is still being written. There is uncertainty about how digital assets are treated under existing laws, how ownership disputes will be resolved, and how users can be protected from fraud. The environmental cost is another serious concern. The process of creating and trading NFTs can be very energy-intensive, especially on older blockchain models. While many platforms are moving to more energy-efficient systems, like Ethereum's merge, the environmental footprint of a massively scaled metaverse is still a significant worry. The market is also vulnerable to manipulation. A practice called wash trading, where a trader buys and sells the same asset repeatedly to create fake trading volume and artificially inflate its price, has been a problem in the NFT space. This can mislead investors and create unsustainable price bubbles. And perhaps the biggest challenge of all is the gap between hype and reality. Despite massive investment, daily active user numbers on many of these platforms remain surprisingly low. For the metaverse to succeed, it needs to be more than a niche for crypto enthusiasts. It needs to offer compelling experiences that can attract and retain millions of users from the mainstream. So what is the future of digital land? We are witnessing a profound shift in how we interact with technology and the economy. As more of our lives go digital, the idea of digital ownership will only become more important. If these challenges of technology, law, and user adoption can be overcome, the metaverse could truly become a new economic paradigm. Virtual land could be the foundation of a vibrant digital economy, creating new opportunities for creators and entrepreneurs worldwide. The digital land rush is a journey into uncharted territory. Its final destination is still unknown, but one thing is certain: the world is watching, and the stakes could not be higher.